Hey, Blended Bob here. I got a few people asking me about how to get a job in VFX. How do you set up your resume? What about your demo reels and stuff like this? So that's what I want to talk to you about right now. So as an example, I will show you my resume and I will show you my demo reel also at the end of this clip. Okay, so you're starting, you want to work in the big studios, you want to do big movies, you want to work on the Marvel stuff and everything, but you may feel, well, I'm not qualified, I'm never going to be able to work there, they ask for too much. Well, it's not necessarily the case, okay? They will ask for a lot if you go for the web page, for the company's web page, for the job and career opportunities, and don't be afraid of that. Let me give you an example of this job offer from Method Studio in Vancouver. They're looking for a junior CG generalist that comes with experience as a CG generalist in a visual effects studio. Okay, so you need to be a junior with experience in a VFX studio. And you need to have excellent knowledge of the following software: Houdini, RenderMan, Maya, V-Ray, Mari, ZBrush, Substance, and Photoshop. What are these guys thinking? I mean, nobody has this kind of experience, especially not a junior. How can you be a junior and be excellent at RenderMan, Houdini, Maya, V-Ray, ZBrush, Substance, Photoshop? I mean, come on, that's insane. That doesn't make any sense at all. If I was, if I was there, I would have a serious talk with the HR people saying, guys, you're never going to get anybody with these kinds of requirements. So don't be scared about that, okay? There's a huge shortage internationally for CG artists. People are needed everywhere. Just in Montreal, apparently we're looking for 4,000 people in the VFX and 3D in Montreal. Well, it could be gaming also because there's a lot of gaming in Montreal. 4,000 people. So as soon as somebody comes out of school, a company will grab them and it's like, okay, now you work for us, okay? Jobs are very easy to find. So don't be worried too much, okay? You will find something. You need to look, but you need also to present yourself properly.
But they all ask for Maya and I only know Blender. Well, extrude is extrude, bevel is bevel, a spotlight, whatever software you use is a spotlight, an area light, an ambient light. They're all the same, it's just a different set of tools. So you could write something in your resume at the beginning on top, just say something like, I've been trained in Blender, but I'm willing to learn another software and adapt to another software. You know, something like this.
So you need your resume, okay? Resume, keep it short, keep it simple, keep it clean. Don't use tons of fonts and make it look like a pizza. You want to make it clean. Try to make it into one page, okay? You don't want to make it too long. Mine has 2 pages because there's just a lot of stuff in it, but this is mine, okay? It's very simple. You have your name, your email address. I don't need to put the entire address. I just put my name, email address, and that's it. Then you have a little paragraph that describes yourself. Well, I do this, I like to do this, I'm better at this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and why you want this job. This is where you try to sell yourself. You don't want to write a huge paragraph because people are going to review this. They may have a pile of stuff to review and they don't want to waste time just reading stuff that just lasts forever. Just keep it short. Then I get the list of all the companies I worked for. Well, there's an awful lot of them, so I had to put them on 2 columns, okay? But, you know, that's me. Education, okay, well, it's a French version, but education is education. I kept it to only what is relevant to my job. Well, in this case, I only have graphic design diploma and professional photography because at the time when I started, there was no school for 3D. Yeah, I'm that old, okay? I don't care if you flip burgers at McDonald's, okay? Don't put it in your resume. I don't care. We're not hiring you to flip burgers. We're hiring you to do 3D. If you don't have any 3D experience, well, you don't, but it doesn't matter. What's important is not the school where you studied, because personally, I don't care. You could be self-taught. I couldn't care less. I only care about your demo reel.
How do you call a doctor that finished last of his class? Doctor. So you see the point? Going to the best school will not necessarily make you the best artist.
Software. So I got the list of all the software I use. I don't put too much details and I don't write like I use Excel and I can use Word and stuff. Doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. So I just put Blender, Maya, Arnold, RenderMan, Photoshop, Nuke, After Effects, Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. That's all I need to write. Well, that's already a lot to start with, okay? So yeah, keep it short. Also, I saw this kind of a tendency now I get in resumes recently. People will put little stars or how good they are on software. So like Maya, I give myself 5 stars, and Nuke, I will give myself 3 stars. And It's if the idea is to show that you are better in Maya than you are in Nuke, that's fine. But if it could be could be seen as, for Maya, I'm 5 stars. I know everything about the software. Oh, really? Because I've been using Maya for 26 years and I'm not 5 stars. I'm maybe 3, because there's no way you can know all the modeling, all the lighting, everything about Arnold, everything about Bifrost, everything about the particles, everything about rigging, about, there's just too much stuff. These software are too big and you cannot be proficient in everything in every part of the software. So don't rate yourself with stars to see how good you are in the software. You're a junior, okay? You don't have that experience. It's not a good idea. Anyway, if they get you in an interview, they will figure it out. They will ask you some questions and then you can say what you have, how good you are at anything. And don't try to bullshit the employers, okay? Don't try to sell yourself in something you're not good at. For example, oh yeah, I can do animation, no problem. Yeah, but your demo doesn't have any animation. Why? Okay. Only sell yourself for stuff that you are really good at. So last thing in my resume is the list of all the films I worked on. I worked on all these movies. That's a lot of them. Okay. I didn't put the documentaries and the commercials because it would take pages. Okay. So these are the movies I worked on. So I got a lot of stuff. That's why I have 2 pages. Some people like to put their hobbies in their resumes, but personally, I don't really care if you have an acid jazz, techno, pop, heavy metal, polka, rock band. You do whatever you want on the weekend. For your demo reel, okay, you don't want to have a 3-minute demo reel. Make it 1 minute, that's great. Just 1 good minute is better than lousy 3 minutes, okay? Because people will review all these resumes and demo reels. They don't have time, and if they have a big pile, it just takes a few seconds of watching a clip and then you can realize, okay, this person is good or this person is not. And put your best stuff at the beginning, because chances are they will not even finish watching your clip, okay, if it's too long. So keep the best stuff, and if you don't have too much, don't do like, okay, so I model this tank and I'm gonna show you this tank from every possible angle and all this stuff. Come on, we just need a turntable that's at 1 turn is enough. Also, if you show stuff in 3D, always show the wireframe, because everything can look good once it's shaded and lit and everything and comped. But maybe the wireframe sucks and it's not up to the level of the VFX industry. And I made some clips about what it takes for modeling in the VFX industry. I will put some links in the description or up there, whatever. Check out my stuff. It explains very well why you need quads everywhere. And end guns are bad. Some people say, no, end guns are okay, but not in VFX. Okay, you don't want to work with end guns in VFX. Trust me about this, and don't try to argue with people in VFX about the use of end guns. Okay, it's not gonna work. You're gonna lose. All right. Another thing important about your demo reel is don't put crazy rock music in it to make it more dynamic. Okay, most of the people, they will watch demo reels, they will put it on mute because they don't want to be distracted by the music. So if you want to use music, just keep it calm and not annoying and not distracting. Once you got your good resume and you got your good demo reel, you send it everywhere. And don't be picky. Don't go like, oh, well, this is gaming. I don't want to do gaming. I want to do VFX. It's your first job. So don't be picky. Just take it. Okay, take anything you can. And maybe they will hire you as a modeler, but you would prefer to do lighting. Well, start as a modeler and do the stuff. And later in the company, then you can change to lighting. Get some experience, get a foot in the company. That's the most important thing. Once you're in there, you can grow and you can expand and you can go to different departments, but you need to get in. So don't be picky. So now here's my personal demo reel. Yeah, I know I told you to keep it short. Mine is almost 3 minutes long, but I got a lot of stuff to show, so. Now, you may wonder, why do I have a resume and a demo reel ready just like that? Well, I'm not looking for a job. Actually, I just got promoted. I'm now Director of Innovations. And that means that my job now is to find all the latest, greatest technology and bring it to real by fake. Well, I'm also still CG Soup. Now, I got my resume and my demo reel. It's because sometimes we meet new clients and they want to know about the team who's going to work on the project. So we have the company demo reel, but we also have artist reel. So we can show that this is what all the people in the team, what they worked on before. So we have one for the VFX soup, one for the CG soup, one for the key artists and stuff like that. So there you go, okay? Don't be afraid about job offers like this that makes no sense. They're looking for junior people with experience and be very efficient in all the software in the industry. That doesn't make any sense at all, okay? Apply for any jobs, even if you're not qualified. If they need somebody, they will hire you. And you know, it's not because you sent something since 6 months ago that you cannot send it again. Yeah, you can send your stuff again. Make sure that you updated your demo reel though. And you have no excuses, okay? You cannot say, well, I don't have much to show in my demo reel. You don't have much to show, then make it, make something. No excuses. Stop with the social media crap and stop watching TV and drop Netflix and all this stuff. Do work, prepare for your career. If you say you don't have time, well, maybe it's because you already have a job. If you already have a job, then why do you need to work in VFX? Oh, what? The job in VFX is more interesting? Well, then work for it, okay? This is how life works, okay? You want gold. Gold will not come out of the ground and run to you and say, here I am. No, you need to go out, take your shovel and start digging until you find gold. This is how it works. You need to work hard. And if you're too lazy to work hard to make a very convincing and nice demo reel, then you don't deserve to work in the industry. It's that simple. All right, bye.